Hello, 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 and welcome to my second stream. First ever stream like this, though. Soren. Yeah, Soren's in the room with me right now. They have the stream going on their phone, which isn't good for this because it means it's gonna reverberate if they don't find a pair of headphones. You know what? You could use mine that I'm not using. The world has worked out perfectly. I can't use yours. Oh, dang it, because you have an iPhone. It's that eternal struggle of Android versus iPhone users. I am an iPhone user. Please don't hate me. Um, yeah, but today for this stream, I am here to be lore dumping, as the title says. I don't know. But I will be talking today. I will be talking about my Afton family AU and like the sort of stuff that goes along with that, and like explaining stuff because I like to make videos, but I make them very vague, and I want you guys to be able to understand them because of like I said yesterday, I have people in my life, I'll show them the videos, and they're like, "Oh, this is like a great video, but I don't understand what's happening because they don't know the lore." And then I have to explain all the lore so they understand it. But this will be me explaining that. This will also probably be like, because a lot of the time, whenever I'm like feeling tired, but also very like in the zone, I want to like, I want to like listen to people talk about FNAF and whatnot. But all the videos I find out there are like about theories, and a lot of them take a very like critical tone, I guess. I don't know. But this is a gotcha. This is an Afton gotcha kid coming at you with the facts about their world, which means you can have a little silly time. Um yeah, also as you may be able to hear, I am sick. I have a stuffy nose. But it's okay. I hope it doesn't bother you too much. I also will be talking about my Sanseius, which I made a single, like, long form video about, my only reaction video. It did the best out of any of my videos on this channel, but also, I don't know, it was really bad. It was really bad in quality, but I had fun, so that's what matters. And so I'll be talking about them too, giving you updates, talking about that whole world, because I have been getting more back into that, and like there are other Sanses that I never even showed you guys who are part of that multiverse, who also aren't spins on the other ones, because I kind of just throw all my personal Sans I use also into that. Yeah, I should probably get down to deep sleep before I start mining. Um, but this stream will come in like a few sort of segments, I guess. Um, a lot of me playing Minecraft, and then at some point I'm gonna start like showing off like my file, not my files, but like the stuff where I have stuff written down. Something very special I'm gonna show you guys. Water. God. Something really special I'm gonna show you guys is the family tree. God, do not take that family tree. Don't take anything I show you today too terribly seriously, because most of it is just to have fun. And also, that family tree is like visually a mess. But like if I'm there to explain it to you guys, you'll probably be able to grasp it mostly. Oh god, slime. Don't question why my sword has Curse of Vanishing on it. Uh I'm trying to think of what kind of stuff I specifically need in the mine so I can like have goals. I need diamonds because actually, like, as a person on this server, because if you didn't know, I'm actually like on the SlothySMP realm currently, but I'm not supposed to show you guys upstairs and show you around buildings. But that's a special treat saved for, I don't know, the end of the season, I guess. I hope. I don't know. Ooh, I actually need clay. I just remembered because I have bricks. I need bricks. Okay, but I guess I should probably start with like the lore dumping. I'm really bad at talking if you did not get that. Um okay, so Well, I don't know, because the slides kind of like tell about what they're like. I guess I should talk about what my slides haven't talked about and what I'm gonna talk about the characters. I'm gonna introduce. I'm gonna say what's on the. Oh God, my inventory is full of stuff. Um, but in my Afton AU, something like first things I'm gonna clear up are like the names of characters who don't have canon names. Um, so my like crying child, he's Evan. That's the name I chose because I really like that name. Uh, anyone who calls him Dave, like everyone has their rights to their own opinion, but personally, I don't subscribe to that idea. Even if it is like technically canon, I guess. I don't know. The theory makes sense, but I I don't know. I kind of live in that state of nihilism where if I don't like the theory, I just tend to like ignore it. But kind of like that's how you should be going about life. Don't spread hate just because you don't like something. But yeah, so he's Evan. As you've seen from my past videos, my Mrs. Afton, her name is Claire. I do happen to have one of those Mrs. Aftons who aren't the best. And also, something I will say, I know that everyone in the entire world, almost everyone, can agree and understand and whatnot and be like, William Afton? He's a bad guy. Uh, yeah, my William Afton isn't that bad a guy. I'm gonna come clean to you guys. My William Afton's actually a pretty cool guy. But he also did kill kids, so he's not that cool a guy. That's enough. Um, but I probably should have put my stuff in a chest before I came down here. And I don't have an ender chest, I just remembered. Uh, that's fine. We'll make do. I'll throw stuff out of my inventory because who needs cobblestone? Also, who needs slime balls? I actually don't know why I grabbed slime balls. I like never need those. You know, I'm gonna start mining this way. But so this is Afton. Uh, things I heard. Okay. I'm gonna talk about Henry actually, because like I didn't write anything about him. But Henry, he is. I really like the idea of him having a southern accent, so of course that's what I did. He grew up in America. He has a very like chill and like laid back sort of dad because of how his dad's parents are, which is something like I made canon long before I ever really thought about it. And then his mom is kind of more of the stricter one. Uh, the way him and Claire, they're cousins, which is something I want to say right now. William, no, Henry and Claire, they're cousins in my AU because yes, and also it goes along with the whole thing of how they met was Henry introducing her to William in college, and that's kind of why in the future William resents Henry because he's the one who introduced him to the wife who ended up like being such a bad person. Uh but like they weren't the worst person and they had redeeming qualities and like the way they turned out was a product of whatever. Um but yeah. Uh sorry, I'm so bad at this. Now I feel bad for saying I'm bad at this. I'm sorry. Um so he grew up like that. He met William in middle school cuz that's when William moved to the US and they became pretty good buds, they were close. Uh take the relationship however you like. Okay, something. Mm, wait, what was I? Oh yeah, back on to the Claire thing because that's where a lot of like my personal stuff I think about is because she's like the most OC of them, and she leads into my other OCs. But Claire, she, as you can probably guess from like watching all the other videos, she's always wanted to have like a baby girl, and like I'll probably go more in depth than that later, but so she has a daughter with Dave Miller. Okay, now I'm gonna explain something because I just realized in my AU, And I understand this is nothing like the canon. I understand, and I don't want. I'm sorry. I just don't want people coming after me. But I made Dave Miller a different character than William Afton. Dave Miller is William Afton's cousin. This mainly came up because of like a joke sentence and like having fun with a friend while talking about this. But now it's canon, I guess. I don't know. I fell down a whole rabbit hole, and now like the entirety of the FNAF books are like separate occurrences from the FNAF games. Yeah. But so Claire ends up with Dave Miller, and they're actually really sweet, but also it's very bittersweet because they're also both pretty bad. Who just joined? Oh, yeah. But they're both like kind of bad people, so they kind of fit perfectly together. And they both care about their child, who is Abigail. And if you see my most recent video, you'll notice that the thumbnail says transgender and they got a trans flag hidden in plain sight. That is because they are trans. Yeah, I don't know why I had so much build up for that. But yeah, I feel like that's kind of like it was a lot of fun. I really like their character, and also I find they're like I something I don't do a lot in character design, but I always end up really liking when I do it is when I make like dolled like I don't know how to describe it. Like I just really love how Abigail's outfit came out. And yeah. But as something I want to clarify, as seen in the video, Abigail doesn't end up like being like trans, like coming out as transgender and being the boy they always wanted to be, becoming Norman. Norman is a different character. Oh, God, this sends me a whole bag. Like, okay, so you know how Norman is a classic name for CC, for the crying child. I had another AU, which is where Norman originated from. And in that original, that AU is like my chaos AU. I don't know how to explain it. That's like my crazy out of the box AU, the chaos box AU. Yeah. But God, I need to stop like pausing my mining to talk about this with my hands that you can't see. But sorry. So that AU is where a lot of like things I like, and like that's like my AU where I just like threw everything at the wall and had fun with it and added like the craziest stuff and didn't care about how lore worked. But that AU, the Mrs. Afton, her name is Rose, and she had like no redeeming qualities. Hello, Soren. Bro, you weren't looking at your comments. Yeah, I'm a toad look at them. I pull them up on my phone. So many people are talking to you. Damn, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. There's 5 people watching right now. There's my. Also, I can't open it on my phone. I just remembered. It won't let me. Here. Moving stuff out of the way. Can you see it now? No, because my vision is broken. I'm gonna read it to you. Great. Press T to open chat, Oliver. Alex is trying to tell you. You're going buffering emojis. Bro ain't looking at the comments. Hi! Tell him to. Hi! Who this? Seamus. Oh, okay. Oh, wowie. You're doing great. You're fine. Thumbs up emoji. I'm eating taco. Good for you. Oh no, I chewed my taco away. How dare you, Oliver? Sorry, can you go get me taco? I can't. I am chewing. Damn. My tacos are gone. I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't even remember what I was. Oh yeah, I was talking about Rose and stuff and how that's originally Norman was a entirely other character. He never even like really met the Afton kids until after death. Stop it. Which is because he possessed Funtime Foxy. And that's where I segue into who possesses the Funtimes in the my main AU, because this is actually new lore. This is new lore I came up with the other day. Uh, but okay, so we all know that of course Elizabeth possesses Circus Baby because Circus Baby killed Elizabeth, and this is common FNAF lore that everyone knows. And then, uh, Ballora. This is stereotypical, and I know it is, and but it's what made the most sense. Claire possesses Ballora. Also, Ballora was based off Claire, of course. But I kind of like all the fun times. I'm going back to that the family fun time theory. I guess I don't know. I didn't hear about that theory until after I came up with my own theory. That was basically just that one with a new skin. But yeah. So Ballora possessed by mom. Claire, ballerina. And then
Landon said gay.
damn, Landon. That's so true. There's so much gravel here. You know what? I'm going back and I'm just turning. But okay. Oh God. Um. But so of course, yeah. And then Funtime Freddy. I'm gonna bring out a name here, and I know it might scare some of you guys. I know it might threaten some of you guys, and you might feel a little worried. Noah. I'm just gonna let that sit in.
Oh my god, it's gonna kill you.
Yeah, yeah. Um, yeah. And then Funtime Foxy.
Landon says, huh?
Okay, and then Funtime Foxy. Let me tell you, Funtime Foxy is possessed by Jeremy Fitzgerald, the Bite of 87. Hey! Did you get here?
Why did Shamers show up?
Hey! Food. Oh wait, I'm about to starve. Yeah, but as I said,
I heard you.
Jeremy Fitzgerald, the Bite of 87 victim. And let me tell you why. Let me tell you why. Because there's a strain of logic. You see, because back in the day, back whenever, because Mangle bit the Bite of 87
Back in the
victim.
Banoogan.
Bite of 87 victim bit by Mangle. They die. They possess Mangle.
Landon says, get out, Seamus!
But guess what? Because Mangle broke down, eventually they just use Mangle for salvage parts, and they use those salvage parts to fix Funtime Foxy. Not replace him, but fix him. And so Funtime Foxy ends up getting possessed by Jeremy Fitzgerald. And this all correlates together into the fact a Nard has those four souls in it. But by the time we get to the future events, Circus Baby's already been kicked out of it. And then we get to like the point where it's like everyone else has like their Aftons come back, because I have that too, because I want them alive so I can make content. You see, so they end up like taking Claire out of Anard, out of Molten Freddy or whatever, so she's a separate being. But they leave Jeremy and Noah together because they actually got along pretty fine and actually didn't care that much. And that is when they realize, oh my god, we both knew Michael Afton. That's crazy. Because Jeremy Fitzgerald, let me tell you this. If you saw my Fitzgerald's Kids video, you'll see that Cindy, who is Pigtail Girl from FNAF 4, Freddy Mask from also FNAF 4, Seamus! Back off. Yeah, but,
really wants to be on YouTube.
Freddy Mask, who I call Frederick, classic old Afton videos, but he's not scary this time. Am I yelling? Yeah. Okay. Okay. So as I was saying, you know, Frederick. I know, spooky name, spooky name. He was a very scary person. He's not that. He's not scary. He's not scary in this world. He's a perfectly normal dude. But he actually ends up dying after the bite because, of course, William Afton killed him. Because William Afton loves his kids. I'm saying it now. This is gonna ruffle feathers. William Afton loves his kids.
SlothySMP Gaming said, I thought Will couldn't get on.
Damn. Yeah.
Landon says, oh, Will was lying to you.
William. I'm actually gonna dig deeper because I'm not getting anything. Yeah, but like I said, four tormentors, not really scary people, not bad on purpose. It was all an accident. They're normal teenagers, you know. Uh, you know, yeah, yeah. Sorry for that little pause. But you know, and so Jeremy Fitzgerald is their oldest sibling and was one grade above them in school. And you want to know what? He knew Michael Afton because he would hang around with his only semi younger brother, you know? And so he knew Michael really well. They were friends. And then he met Noah in high school.
Landon says, I was watching the Hunger Games earlier. I cried.
Wow. I do not care.
SlothySMP Gaming said, preppy.
Okay. But, so, God, God. Um, I'm just stuttering here, man. But since he met Noah in college, Michael met Noah in college, and I know. But yeah, these aren't very concise ideas. This is, like I said, lore dump. It's ramblings. But hey, I don't know.
Landon says, tell Oliver that he cannot care somewhere else.
This is my stream. If you don't like it, get out of here.
No, because of the Hunger Games.
Everyone leaves. What do you mean? What are you doing? I'm streaming. I feel so heartbroken. Do you guys remember what level? It's just anybody.
People like it.
Look. Okay, but like I was saying, he met Noah in college. They kind of became like very, very close friends. You know what? You know what? I'm saying it now. They became boyfriends. They were gay. That's what I'm saying. I'm telling you my. Yeah. So they meet in college and and it's going fine and dandy, but then Noah ends up working at a Fazbear Entertainment building because of course he does. And he ends up dying and possessing Funtime Freddy because that's the animatronic that killed him. And there you might be wondering, okay, but what about Millie? Because Millie does not possess Funtime Freddy. Millie possesses the space inside of Funtime Freddy. I know, it's very inconsistent logic, but also I like that logic better because I think it's fun. And then, and yeah, stop like pausing and stuff. So I went on that rambling, tell you who the fun times were. Oh, wait a minute.
Where's the tissues? I was gonna sneeze. Where's the tissues? Where's the
Oh, wait, what is tissues? Right here. You gotta stop losing them, man.
I'm sick.
Soren's also sick, so it's just a bunch of sick people.
Landon said L.
Isn't that?
I don't know what you. She went taco.
Get your booty.
She want taco.
She cry.
We cussed so much last stream.
Yeah, we did. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry that we cussed so much. I'm sorry we weren't being family friendly.
It says possible accidental profanity.
Oh, it was definite accidental profanity.
I was gonna say, halfway through that, it was like literally just.
It was just
we're
me
not even trying anymore.
Yeah, I wasn't trying from the beginning, man, because I have no filter on bad words.
I was sucking so much.
Yeah.
Scary! It was scary day.
Spooky. Shiver me timbers. That's crazy.
Landon says JC's calling. I gotta go.
Damn.
Bye, Landon.
Bye, Landon.
Tell JC I said I love her.
I need to go back. I need to go back to the lore dumping. So as I was saying, that actually isn't all the fun times I just remembered. You see, because guess what? Lolbit is possessed by Frederick. Freddy Mask. I know, crazy, but that's only like temporary. Also, that's not like a physical manifestation. That's just them in the computer. I know. That is some crazy stuff. But eventually,
Circle.
what?
Circle in the mouth.
Taco in your mouth. Stop interrupting me. You're so mean. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. But yeah, but like I was saying, damn, JC just joined the realm.
Make sure. Job show said sus.
Damn, that's crazy. But eventually he ends up possessing Roxanne. And guess what? That's a whole loop around. Because guess what? Cassie from Security Breach, Ruin DLC, Mark's kid. I know, crazy. Revelation, crazy. Yeah, that's actually like a basic idea. But I love the idea. So, yes, sir. Um, we got how did I get here, man? I was talking about Henry. I should get back to talking about Henry and his family because I don't have a lot like physically written down for him and stuff. That's tough. Okay. So Henry, of course, he has his daughter, Charlie. He also has Sammy. I know, revolutionary that I made Sammy a canon part of this. I know, yeah. So Charlie, of course, possessed the puppet, and then Lefty, and all that jazz. And Sammy, he actually gets to live to be like a decent age. Like, I don't know. I haven't said it specifically. I just know it's somewhere between teenager and adult. So y'all can run with that. But he ends up possessing Shadow Bonnie because I think that's funny. But do. I need to stop singing that. Oh god, my torch. I'm very disorganized here. We should probably just be saying the stuff on the slides anyway, because it's not like I'm really gonna. They're a mess. I probably shouldn't show them. Okay. William's childhood. This is where stuff gets intense. And by that I mean not at all. William had two parents. Of course, we got Dolores as his mother. Dolores. And guess what? His father's name is Oliver. I know, crazy. Truly, truly crazy. But guess what? his father, he's not such a bad guy. I may be a little biased though, because my name is also Oliver, and I can't believe I named myself after such a terrible man in some people's AUs. It was not on purpose, but now it's stuck. But so, his dad's Oliver, but he's a good guy. His mom's Dolores. She's not a bad person, and she brings along.
Slothy Soren Gaming said, "Aw, I think it's raining."
Stop! Only making checks if they're more important. Okay, so okay. So his mom brings in a child from her past relationship, Vincent Afton. I know, you're all gonna freak. You're all gonna be like, what the hell? Guess what? What?
My phone is at the smallest amount of volume, and it just goes in the silence. It's
Chatting chat inside of the game of Minecraft.
what are they saying?
They're just talking about normal stuff.
Oh, I thought they were
They're
like.
just gonna be on stream for all the world to see.
I thought it was just like.
And by that I mean like
I
17
think
people.
Oliver should die.
Damn. Play play sub to Oliver. Damn. That would be very nice.
What did it say?
JC said sub to Oliver.
Oh. Oh!
Yeah. So as I said, Vincent Afton is a person inside of this AU. But guess what? He is not glitch trap. He's not glitch trap. I know. That is a crazy idea. Instead, he is psychic friend Fredbear.
Hey, some random person, I don't know who it is, they said salutations. I don't know who that is. Wild. I
Damn.
don't know who that is. What?
Damn. I think they're offended. I know.
I'm sorry.
I'm gonna get back to the lore. Soren, please stop interrupting me.
His eye. I gotta see who it is.
Damn, this will lead up.
Stupid, guys. I'm sorry.
It never comes through.
Eye. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, okay. So like I said, Vincent ends up being psychic friend Fredbear. Cause yeah. The man, the myth, the legend. Who this build up is gonna be crazy.
Who is
This payoff better be wild.
It just says
Oh god.
Ethan Raider.
No.
The J-Man.
Who's the J-Man? Is it? No. Oh, who's the...
I was so confused.
We're still confused. Who's the J-Man? June?
June! Is it June?
Is it June?
Is it June? Is it June?
Is it June?
I don't know why June said the J-Man.
Or the man.
Or the man. Or the myth. Or the myth or the legend. No.
Wait.
Damn. I stream just to see what this is.
I'm gonna get back to talking. You tell me if they ever say their name. But like a...
I'm sorry.
He's mean. Oh god. Okay. So like I said, he becomes psychic friend Fredbear when he dies because the guy from the past relationship with Dolores, I'm pretty sure his name is Marlon. Marlon ends up coming and killing him. That's crazy.
The Berkeley man.
Joshua! Joshua! How could I be so stupid?
The man, the myth, the legend, the J-Man, that makes sense now. That all makes
sense. I'm
correct.
That was wow. That build up was perfect. The wait only took Birdly Man. This is no shit. Oh god.
Like, how we know it is? That is like, oh.
Okay, but back to what I was saying. Yeah, so of course Vincent dies, does that, whatnot. He's not glitch trapped, but he still exists. And you might wonder, why does he still exist if he's not glitch trapped? Shush. He exists because lore. And also I really like him as a character. Please shush. Um Now that I've gone over what happened in William's childhood, let me go over what happens in Claire's childhood. So she's God, why am I so bad at this? Hold up, I need to pull up the slide on my phone because I need help.
I should have jumped. I forgot I was sick.
You forgot you were sick. Go get me food, please.
I can't wait.
Damn, I'm gonna have to like ask your dogs to go get me.
They want food.
Yeah, I know they won't. Okay, I got it. I got it. I got it. I got it here for you now. Here's why Claire is so fucked up. Sorry, I did not mean to swear. Here's why she's a little kooky. She, as you know, as I've shown, she always likes dressing up the girls and whatnot whenever she sees them. But she has always been a really girly girl. She always really likes dressing up in dresses and like doing makeup and all that sort of stuff. But here's where the disconnect happens. She is demi. She's demisexual, demi-romantic and stuff. She never really felt romance as a child, and like all the girly girls around her who were friends and whatnot, they were all having little crushes on boys and whatnot. So she felt kind of outcasted, you know? This led to her feeling really alone and really sad until she finally ends up meeting William in college whenever Henry introduces them. And she falls madly in love. And she's like, this has to be like a sign from the heavens above that this man is the only man for me and he must be with me together forever and we're gonna have the best life, you know? But that kind of like all spirals.
Okay.
Damn, I told you not to read stuff unless it's super important.
Wait, George said cooking.
Damn, that is kind of important though.
Seamus would be less important.
Damn, the shade you are throwing.
Sorry, I'm sorry. I'm. Excuse me? What do you mean you might be moving, Seamus?
Moving over by Landon.
Oh no, I'm stupid. Bro did not say I'm getting. I'm trying to see what big there. I'm just
Calling! Damn, Soren! You are feeding us misinformation!
What do you mean? Wait, what do you mean by Landon? What are we talking about?
I don't know, I feel like I saw something in the Discord. Girly Pop, you gotta stop talking about our personal affairs on live. You gotta stop reading the.
No!
Okay, but you don't need to bring it up verbally. Now people are gonna go check the chat.
What do you mean Saturn, Earth?
Oh my god. It's
Saturn, toy, Venus and Mars. Okay,
Soren! Okay, so back to what I was saying. You know, like she planned on having this beautiful life with her having her perfect husband of William and having her beautiful daughter who she'd get to dress up and put makeup on and teach all about being a girly girl and stuff. But that doesn't go how it goes because of course they end up having a set of twin boys as their first children. I know. Miss AU has Terrence. Wild. I know. Don't say anything. Yeah, not on purpose. It's not my fault. I don't want to be in here, but I have to. Damn. Okay, but
hold it.
okay. Damn. You crack. Yeah, but
Crap.
let me get back to what I was saying. Then that Soren's left the room. So you know, Terrence Afton, he's here, but the difference is he does not. He's not a teenager when he dies. He was like 6, and so was Michael. They were both like 6, and Claire pushed him into the pool, like as like a spur of the moment thing, she was kind of like her psyche was like fallen. This was actually after. This was like 2 years after Evan was born. Is when she pushed him in. But like spur of the moment thing, she wasn't really thinking straight. She had also had some stuff to drink earlier, and so she did this, and then immediately froze up as she realized what she had just done. Because the boys couldn't swim at that point. Terrence and Michael couldn't swim, and Michael, of course, he was scared. He was crying. He was like asking for help, and she was frozen. But eventually, she finally like snaps back to it, and they end up like trying to call the ambulance, the police, and whatnot, but it's too late. He's already gone. And that's very, very sad. Also very, very like traumatizing to Michael. And of course this warrants like a whole like court case to make sure like like this wasn't on purpose and stuff. She ends up getting away with just like a manslaughter charge. Still like really bad, but like it was better than the murder charge. And she goes to jail for like a bit. Oh, there's a cave. Oh, creeper! A zombie! I'm on one heart now. Oh shit. Shit. I don't have any blocks in my immediate. There we go. There we go. I gotta heal up here. Yeah. But so she ends up going to jail for a bit. And in jail is where Dave Miller, who is William Afton's cousin, mind you, ends up finally confessing his love. Which is really crazy time to do that, but because William Afton is finally like called for the divorce, like no one wants to be with a person who murdered one of your children. And so she's lost everything and stuff, and so this guy is like her final hope. And he wasn't a bad looking guy, and like he was fine. He was a good dude whenever she met him, which was at a family reunion that William had took her to. And so she ends up like kind of falling in love. And whenever she finally gets out of prison, she goes and lives with him. And then that's when they have Abigail, who is like the only child they have. And it's like she finally got like her dream life, but of course, all good things come to an end inside of the FNAF universe. And eventually this has a whole other stuff I have to like back up behind it. So I'll probably leave that at here for today. You could probably piece it together also with the stuff before. But I don't know. I haven't found much in the mines. I think. Do you guys think it's time I switch over and show you the family tree? Cause that's something I could talk about for a while, and I'm kind of going on a bunch of different tangents here. I'm hold on. I'm gonna like let me see some. You guys can stare at Mr. Jim Bob's while I figure out some stuff. Do 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 do. Oh yeah, by the way, I would have like my PNG tuber up here today, but also I kind of put stuff off, so that's not here today. But eventually I'll have it. Eventually. Doo-doo-doo. What's here? I have a lot of like in the work sort of video ideas, but a bunch of them probably won't come to light, so I don't feel like I want to show you guys them. Because then what if you're disappointed? You know? But okay, you all. By that I mean like two. Okay, so we're gonna switch over to doing that. Hold on. Doo-doo-doo. Let me see this. Yeah, that should be. Hold on, I think I gotta go through some stuff. And I really should have gotten this in order before I started the stream. So now I'm just kind of wasting you guys' time. Browser. Okay. Yeah, that is not what I meant to do. Uh, yeah, stuff's going down. And I'm having problems. Uh, let me see. If I just like, what does that say? Browser. You know what? Can I do this? I just like, guys, I am so sorry. I'm having such technical difficulties here. Gag. Damn. I want to figure out how to do this because I'm so confused. I'm very confused. This is, oh god, my Minecraft is reloading and stuff. This is, why did why didn't I think of this? What? God, I'm so sorry for all this. Let me, okay, so that's, yeah, I think this is about when problems end up happening. Ah, oop, oop. Oh, there goes the infinites. Ah, I think that works. I think I'm tweaking, but I think that works. So I'm no, cause that's very buggy. So I'm not gonna. That's not. What does this capture? Hmm. Oh, there we go. There we go. Why was I being so silly about this? Gosh, I am so sorry that took so long, guys. I was being stupid. That that's that's good enough. Yeah, so now I got it running, I got it going, I got it good, I've got everything set up. I'm so sorry for all of that problems. But now we're here. Now we're here. So right here, where the whole family tree is gonna start off with is William Afton. I know, crazy, crazy. That is William Afton. Uh, but yeah. Like I said, a lot of the connections on this family tree are a little arbitrary, but they're kind of just there so I can like visualize it. So don't take anything too seriously. As I said, Dolores, Oliver, the parents. Over here we got Vincent, who becomes Fredbear, the plush, and there's their dad, Marlon. Uh, here, as you can see, Gregory bought Gregory's Evan. I went with that theory because I find it cool that people be robots. But he is not possessed by Gregory, which is something important to clarify. No, he's not possessed by Evan. I'm so bad at saying stuff. But so, boom, Greg bot. We got Nessie. Nessie is a clone. Nessie is a clone of the actual Vanessa. who's all the way over here, and she's Vanessa Monroe, the child of Laura Monroe, and Laura is actually a character from that like Throughout the Wall AU. But I reused her. She used to be a bad mom. Now she's a good mom. And as you can see, Vanessa, the actual Vanessa, that's Vanny. But it's not actually. It's like okay. Listen, there's so many like weird uh specifications I have to make inside of this. But Vanny Afton, by technical, this isn't Vanny Afton. This is okay. So you know, before we knew who Vanny actually looked like, and we had the blonde, the brunette girl with all the rainbow hair, and she was so cool, and I loved her so much. That's her, and that means, in this AU, she's the one who. This girl is the one who graffitied that thing on top of Vanny's outpost, which is why you think that the Vanny is Vanny, but it's not Vanny. Like I said, this is an AU, and I want to make that clear because I don't want people to come after me. On up here, because this is all connections through William Afton. You can see Dave Miller, who's his cousin. Yeah, cousin on. I'm pretty sure it's his mom's side. Yep. Oh, and there's their parents, Bethany and Sean. Yeah. As you can see, this is a very confusing thing. Right here we have Pit Bonnie. I put Pit Bonnie here as like a child connection because Pit Bonnie in my AU, Demon, Recreation, William Afton, went through the ball pit, killed a different set of 5 kids. As you can see, her name is Suzanne. That's shortened to Susie, and that's the Susie from the books. You know, related with like Samantha and whatnot. And then we got these 4 random kids. Reggie is the Foxy, Donnie is Bonnie, Edith. Why can't I remember? Oh wait. Oh. Oh yeah. Okay. Memories are flooding back to me. Edith is Cupcake and Avery is Freddy. And then you see Oswald over here. He's under Pit Bonnie as a child because of all the events of Into the Pit. And then Oswald's got his family. And he's cousins with Greg from the Fetch book. And if we follow this and we go see Fetch, you can see that Fetch. Okay, don't mind the fact that I have it set as Fetch and Monty, like, having Andrew as their kid together. That is only because it only lets you add a certain amount of parents, and I had to, like, put people together so it'd work. So as you see, we got Andrew, the vengeful spirit, put under Fetch because he possessed Fetch. Put under Monty because he hanged around Monty. That's yeah. And then over here you see we have Gregory again because Freddy Fazbear. That's Glamrock Freddy to specify. Uh oh, and as you can see, Monty Gator, sibling of Happy Frog. That is based off a specific comic, little comic strip that I find to be adorable, and I love the idea that Monty used to be mediocre melodies. Also, it makes sense because the whole like Mr. Hippo replacing. So whenever Bonnie gone, replace him with other musical melody or whatever. Yeah, and as you see, the mimic. Yeah, the mimic is on here just to connect onto everything. I have not seen anything from the Secrets of the Mimic. Please don't spoil it for me. And this will be updated once I actually see stuff. As you can see, their last name is the. I'm gonna circle back around to William so we can actually go investigate his other children. Oh boy! So as you see here, William and Claire together had. Okay, don't look at this mess. So of course we have Elizabeth Afton. Where's she? Oh, she's connected to Circus Baby up here because she possesses Circus Baby. We got Evan Afton, who connects to Fredbear and Shadow Freddy. That's a whole other thing I'm gonna go into later. We got Terrence Afton, who's just sitting there. And then over here we have Michael, which is where all this crazy stuff happens. Michael, boyfriend Noah. They together? They adopted Alec from the Lonely Freddy story. Because I felt really, really bad for Alec. I really, really liked him as a character. And also, two little bear sons. I felt like that would be adorable, and I felt like Michael could really connect with Alec. So that's a thing that happened. And then you got Helpy, of course. And over here you see we have the 4 tormentors. And those 4 tormentors? Okay. I must say something controversial here. They were gay. They were gay for each other. I know, it's It's poly. I know, it's crazy. People might not like me for this. They put a lot of gay people here. Because I am gay. And I like to project onto my hyperfixations. And also, I really connect with. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm not gonna go back into that, talking about that. Oh, Alec connected. I named his parents random stuff. Because, I don't know. Maybe those actually are their names. I don't remember. I don't remember what's real and what's not. You see, connected with Hazel and Lonely Freddy. Lonely Freddy replaced him, and now Lonely Freddy is their son. Very sad, very sad. And we go back to Michael. As you see, if we go to Frederick, we go to mother of Frederick, father of Frederick. We got Frederick right here. We got Cindy right here. We got Jeremy right here. And as you can see, Jeremy is also connected to Michael. That is because Jeremy also liked Michael. But after the whole death stuff and after moving away and whatnot, Frederick don't like Michael no more. Not like don't like him like hate him, but like don't like him like they aren't together anymore. You know? God, I'm so yeah. Cindy, I'm gonna explain the Sinking Town edit right now. So Cindy ended up creating like a trio friend group with her, Cassian, who's different from Cassidy. They're basically just Cassidy from the movie though. So it was Cindy, it was Cassian, and then it was Evan. And they became a little trio. And do you want to know why they became a little trio? Cindy loved rumors and loved creepy stuff. As you can see by whenever she says the stuff about the animatronics. Cassian has a strong sense of justice and doesn't like when rumors are started about people. And Evan, he was a shy little weird kid with a weird ass family, and so everyone was making rumors that his family was like full of cannibals or whatever. And so Cindy was like, "Oh my god, is that true?" And then Evan's just like, "What?" And then Cassian's like, "I can't believe those kids are so mean. Don't worry, I'm your friend." And that's basically how they created that trio. And Cindy wanted to be famous and stuff, and she wanted to be a news reporter, and she thought that'd be really cool. And then because she was best friends with 2 people that died, and one of them who was like the child of a famous killer, she ends up getting that fame. But also, it's very bittersweet because she doesn't like it anymore because she didn't like how she got it. I'm gonna go back here. I'm gonna go back through here. I'm gonna go to Henry because that's the next way I want to go. As you see here, here's what I was talking about. His parents, him being Claire's cousin. His wife, who he had Sammy and Charlie with, her name is Bella.
As a reminder, dog food and water.
She ended up taking Sammy in the divorce, of course, which happened after Charlie died. Right here we have Charlie Robot. Right here we have Ella, who is the doll. And I specifically put Ella on here that way I could connect her up to Delilah. Because I like the FNAF Fazbear Frights books and I wanted to connect them. And now if we go over here and we go over to Charlie, you see Sammy, he has connections up to Shadow Bonnie because that's a whole connection thing. And then Charlie over here has connections up to the puppet. And if you open that, you get to see the missing kids. If we go Susie, we got her parents, Helen and Renelle. They're lesbians, but they were secret lesbians. So, Renelle, is the child of them too. Renelle had a brother named Bernard, and then Bernard had a kid named Jocelyn, and then Jocelyn is the mother of Julius, who is also from the FNAF books. I know, crazy, crazy. Yeah, so they're related, which is, I find that really interesting. I really like that. And then we have him connecting up to Reed and Reed's family. And then if we go back, we go to Fritz, who's a lot of the like last names and whatnot, and people who don't have canon names, a lot of those were just like random. He's connected to Foxy Fox, who connects him to Pete, who connects up to all of Pete's family. I don't have names set for his parents because sometimes I don't set names. And now, you see how Gabriel and Cassidy have the same last name? That's because they're siblings. Them, Andrew, and Cassidy are all siblings in this AU. You know, and they got their parents. There's Caroline. And Caroline is actually the parent of another kid whose name is Toby, who's the child of Julius Valcourt. Honestly, I don't think either of these three know that he's from another parent, but like, yeah. It was cheating. I want to clarify that. It wasn't a past marriage, it was cheating. Carterson, you know, Carterson is the sibling of Zach Brooke over here. And Zach Brooke is the child of Marcus. And also, Kyle. Don't question who Kyle is. Jeremiah the rat. They're just a rat. Yeah, but then we go to Marcus, and you see that Marcus is actually the dad of Cassie. Yeah. So that's that little. Oh, I accidentally pressed on that and showed you all the Fredbear souls. I'm gonna specifically show that. So we got Evan and Cassidy, of course. Then we got Devin and Kelsey, who are from the FNAF books. We got Michael, who is from the Fourth Closet and Silver Eyes and whatnot. And he is here. I don't know, man. It's a very confusing thing, and like technically he would be in a different model, but also it's the same model because I don't think they didn't make any more. So I think that like no, no, oh god, with how I have this set out, I just imagine Dave Miller like throwing Michael in the back of the car after killing him, like, ah, shoot, I forgot there weren't any more robots in this establishment. Driving all the way over to the other Freddy's across like the state or whatever back in Hurricane and throwing him in the same suit as the rest of them. Because how I have it set, technically Silver Eyes takes place in a different location. Still inside of Hurricane though. I think there were two Freddy's in Hurricane. I think I'm messing up. You drive across town, man. It's not that far, but also like, oh, we got Phone Guy because I don't know when to stop, and also I feel like he's such a silly character. And also, I really like the idea of there being like one adult who had to take care of all the kids, man. It's a chaotic mess. There's a lot of people, and damn, everyone's is gay.
It's a YouTuber. Donnie Bubs. Oh, Donnie Bubs.
Damn. Oh yeah, and then Andrew's also a part of the Fredbear thing. And then we have Andrew connecting up to the Stitch Wraith right here. Yeah. So that's that little bit. This is the fastest way to get back to here. Where should I explore next? Because a lot of this is circles. You know, we're gonna go investigate Claire. As you can see, there's stuff here. Connecting her over to Henry, Emily. And now we're gonna explore the Ballora spider. Bookie Bookie. And that's where we get the oh my god, I almost just like messed that up. We got the mini Renas. And also Casey from the FNAF book. Oh, and then if we go over here, we have Father of Eleanor does not exist. Do not be fooled. But we got Eleanor, which connects over to what happens with Abigail, and also to Sarah, you know. And over here we got Funtime Freddy, Funtime Foxy, we got Millie, we got Circus Baby, which connects back to. But if we go to mini arenas, Stanley with a random last name. Honestly, Stanley is one of my favorite characters. So, oh, and that's like one of the only times I actually use the feature that you can use to make someone dead. Because death is really confusing in FNAF, so I didn't really care about it for anyone else. Going to Gregory's thing, you see the Mimic here listed as a parent. You have, Glamrock Freddy and Monty Gator here. Oh, and then Suzanne. Wait, I already went through Suzanne. I feel like there's a lot of stuff here that, like, this is me setting up stuff for the future. I'm telling you. Oh, and here's Matt! Here's Matt and Flesh Trap! Oh, they're so cute! Yeah, I know. I know. William is pulling a lot of bitches. He is such a ladies' man. And half the ladies are men. Yeah. So I think that's enough of the family tree. I think I showed you enough of that. A lot of other stuff is just kind of implied, but also. Oh, I forgot to say! Noah is related to Mary Schmidt from Five Nights at Candy's. Yeah. Okay, that's all I wanted to share on this. The family tree. As I said, there's a lot of arbitrary connections that are just kind of there to show people are there. But also there are connections that are there on purpose. And so, I kind of already told you all the stuff from the slides, you know, like, maybe I can just show you the pictures. This picture is not a picture you will get anywhere else. Because this is a random picture I took just so I remembered their designs. Here is younger Claire. You saw her design. I like the bob on her. She looks nice, but also it kind of like makes her seem very different from the future. Her hair got longer, it's messy, and babies. Um, Here her next to the pool about to commit some crime. This is just explanation. I didn't put no picture. Oh, that's Video Planet. You don't need to see that. That's a mess. That's a mess of stuff. Actually, you know what? There's actually one thing I can take from this. No, wait, that's not what I was taking. This is what I was taking. Okay. As you can see, I put them in order. William oldest, you already know that. Terrence died first, then Evan, then Elizabeth, which is something I need to clarify. Then William, then Michael. You already knew that bit. Okay. Yeah, this is a mess. I'm gonna zoom out. You know what? You can see the names of whatever's over there. But I have a full names tab. That's crazy. Whatever. Oh god. Okay. The facts about William. His middle name is Benjamin. Uh, he was second born. I already told you. Okay, that's incorrect. It was not a yellow rabbit doll. It was a yellow bear. Yeah. sorry for that. Soren wanted to show me a silly little video. Yeah, but robotic replacement, that's a lot of this is kind of just like rough. Uh, yeah, this is something. Uh, look, he's the Pie King. He's the Pie King. I'm probably gonna stop showing this because I don't really. Oh damn! When did we get here? I was not ready. I was not ready. How long have I been filming for? Hold on a sec.
Filming.
Sorry, I mean streaming. How long have I been streaming for, Soren? Being so slow.
1 hour, 15 minutes.
1 hour and 15 minutes. Okay. I can briefly talk over the sands I use. Um, okay. First of all, we got winding sands. This is just a personal sands I came up with. Please do not mind me ranting at the bottom. I it's just every time I bring it up, people always say it sounds like a different AU, and none of them can name the AU for me, so I can't even go see what the AU is. If any of you know the name, drop it below. But cuckoo clock. They run like cuckoo clocks. The entire underground, just like cuckoo clocks. It's just a simulation. It's ran by this silly little guy who likes to make bows and stuff, but they're all sentient. Because why not? But of course, Sans is not on those little cuckoo clock tracks because he's a special little flower. Flowey is also a special little flower. Excuse, is that they are needed in too many scenes for that to really make sense. They have to be everywhere. So they were just like, you know what, just slap some winding little like robot toy things on the back. They'll be fine. But yeah. This leads to the like because the god really likes I don't know, I shouldn't be calling them god technically, but because they really like bows and stuff, they don't look very serious and it makes them feel very self-conscious when around other AUs and they're like, oh, no, no, no. I am very serious, man. Why won't you take me serious? You know, uh Daisy, they're from a past thing. They're from the garden, which is a different multiverse that I made, and now the gardens are a subsection inside of this multiverse. Uh yeah. Pretty much laid out there. I made them protectors of AUs because no one else made sense. Splasher waterfall floods all of the underground, and now they're animals. I don't know. Farmer, they are based off a twist on Farmer Sans, as stated. But also it's like that one like children's story where it's like the mouse that lives in the city and the mouse that lives in the country and then they switch places and they like can't do it so they go back and they're very grateful. Um yeah, that's basically this. And yeah, that's that's a character. Uh that is the guy. He's very bored. No one cares in his AU. It's very boring there. So, like, to spice things up, he stole another AU's papyrus. He thought it'd be cool. And as you see, it says underscore should be very afraid. Underscore, like I say, it's like the equivalent of like my classics, but he's not really. It's just the fact that he doesn't have anything else really going for him. But yeah, before the costume party, some other Sans AU tried to steal his papyrus. He was able to stop him, but he lives in constant fear that any other Sans AU that comes around will like try to steal the papyrus, which is like, spooky. That's it's basically the same guy, but now he wears a hoodie and he falls a lot. Uh, this is the guy. You know what? I need to like figure out what I'm doing. Yeah, I don't know. I think I told you about the other AUs. So the only one I could really think of, like, let me think. I didn't talk that much about. Oh yeah, the guy that wasn't there, Leech. He's very similar of a guy, but also he's a lot more egotistical. What? Damn. Um. So yeah, and he's like it says self-declared king, and he teamed up with not that guy. Teamed up. He teamed up with Clockout because what else are you gonna do but torment other people's lives? He has a little crown. I like his design. It's fine. Don't. Oh no, that's Soren's joke. AU.
Wait,
Don't-
what? No, tell them
All
about it.
all the worst slides are at the very bottom. You want me to tell them about your?
Yes.
Okay, okay. Here's Soren's joke. AU. Gay Sans. Excuse me. Okay, so Sans and Flowey are gay for each other. But Flowey's not Asriel. Flowey's not Asriel. That's something very clear to make. Flowey is a full-grown adult man in this world, but also he's actually still a flower. And then his flower parents, not Tori and Asriel, Asgore, not them two, but their flower parents, and they're very homophobic. And so Flowey, Flowey's petals in Seiyu, they're naturally rainbow because he's gay. So he has to paint them so his parents don't know and like really hate him. And then Sans wears a rainbow scarf because he's gay.
Sans?
Yeah.
Sans wears a rainbow scarf?
Yeah, 'cause Sans is the gay one.
What? Why are you? What about it?
Please don't take offense. I am a gay person. We are gay. Please. We are. This is.
Iris was the one with the gay scarf. I made this before I knew what Undertale really was, didn't I?
Yeah.
Didn't know what Undertale was when I made this.
Yeah. Okay, but yeah, like I said, worst slides are at the bottom. We got gay Sans, and then we got. If I were to have ships inside of this multiverse, if you want to read it, you can read it. I'm not lingering on that.
Gay Sans, it's Flowey. That's gay.
That's that's just canon.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so I've gone through and I was explaining stuff while I was mining. Gone through and showed you the family tree. I told you stuff about everything. I think I'm gonna wrap up the stream around here, maybe. Like, oh wait, if you have any questions, I will be doing a Q&A right now. I'm not gonna get
Landon
no
says
questions.
gay. I think he said that like an hour
8 years ago. Yeah, but I don't know. I'm gonna go back to the Minecraft. Cause if I go to Minecraft game capture, I can I'll just play Minecraft while we do Q&A. Uh I'll go back to
Oh, there's a comment.
Oh, there's a comment.
Is Gay Sans gay?
Yes, Gay Sans is very gay.
Oh, it's me asking. I'm the one who asked it.
No, that's wild.
Dude, I'm the only person watching.
Damn, you are? That's crazy.
No one else wanted to ask questions, I don't think.
Okay. Well, since it seems like no one else exists in this stream, actually, I guess, if you have any questions, leave them down in the comments, and then I'll do my own Q&A video if enough people actually see it. So... Yeah, since no one else is watching, I'm gonna end the stream, like, right here. Goodbye.